Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Jay's Flicks. I'm your host Jay, and today we're going to be reviewing Cobra Kai season 6, part 1, which released on Netflix. Netflix split Cobra Kai into 3 parts, 15 episodes this season. So we got 5 episodes on July 18th. We're going to get the next 5 on November the 15th, I believe, and then sometime in 2025 we'll get the third part, which is the final 5 episodes. And first reactions, season 6. This is interesting, of course, living off, uh, Miyagi-Do, Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence chosen Taguchi. They all band together. They defeated Terry Silver. He went to jail, got arrested, as well as John Kreese, who escaped. And they are now going to the Sekai Takai, which is the big tournament, the big global world tournament, karate tournament. And so now Miyagi-Do is one dojo. You got characters that have, Tori is now part of Miyagi-Do now after, defecting from Cobra Kai in season 5. And I love how they did the conflicts, with the characters, because Kenny, of course, he's dealing with a lot because of Robbie bringing him into Cobra Kai last season, in season 4, um, in season, yeah, in season 4, and then you know, bringing him into Cobra Kai, then leaving him in season 5, leaving him there and to deal with Harry Silver and his lies and his just monstrosity, teaching that style of fighting and all that, which made Kenny, made him a different person, made him a very, cold-hearted individual, made him do things that he shouldn't have been doing. And we saw that conflict early on and see it in the first episode, Peacetime in the Valley, which basically just follows yeah, everybody's, at peace with each other for the most part. We're all training under one groove. Um, Johnny's Eagle Fang Dojo got destroyed, so now he's upset about that. But, Miguel and Robbie doing well. They're, living under the same roof with Carmen and Rosa and the baby that's coming on the way. Unfortunately, though, something's wrong with, their apartment, so Johnny's trying to look for a house, which is a funny side story. But I won't get too much into that. I'm not going to get into this episode specifically. Yeah, I'm not going to get an episode specifically, but overall was just well put together. Like I said, definitely as you get by episode 3, we're introduced, or episode 2 rather, introduced to John Kreese, and he's in Korea. He's trying to, you know, bring Cobra Kai back, and Sensei Kim Dayoon is now out there training her group of students and Master Kim Sung Young. So it's like it's so much going on, and you like it, early there, and it's just how they all coordinated together. Of course, the performances are great. Of course, William Zabka, Ralph Macchio kill it as always. As Daniel and Johnny, the kids, their actors do well, actresses do well. Is also. Um, it's particularly Peyton List. Peyton List did a phenomenal job um, playing Tori, specifically in the last couple of episodes. And I'm not gonna reveal as to why that is. You have to watch for yourself. Like I said, the first 5 episodes are streaming on Netflix right now. But she did a great job. And something tragic happens, and it's like, wow, and she fully captivates how you would feel in that moment if it happened to you. And so the creators of Cobra Kai always do a great job in how they, write the script, the choreography of the fight scenes, the camera work. I mean, it's all excellent. Look, just like in season 5, season 6 is no different. The one thing I will say I didn't like too much was like Chosen was only in like 2 episodes, and then he disappeared, and they didn't really explain it. So I'm wondering what happened to him. That he was looking at flights back to Okinawa, so possibly he went back there. We don't know. It's never confirmed to us. But we do get a glimpse at the group at Miyagi-Do later on at the Sekai Takai tournament near the end of of episode 5 when they're all there. And of course, there's a big reveal at the end, but I can't get into specifics about what that is. Again, you have to watch it to find out. But overall, I would definitely watch Cobra Kai season 6. It's if you've been following the show since season 1, then you're in love with it because they brought back such a nostalgic franchise with the Karate Kid, and then bringing it to Cobra Kai, starting off with it going through Johnny's lenses through his point of view, and then maturing into the different styles of the dojos and the conflicts with the teens, and then having Johnny and Daniel work together to teach these students, how to and fighting off against Cobra Kai, so it was just really fun, just following these following this crew of people over this past few seasons, and I loved it. I highly recommend you watch it. Like I said, it's streaming on Netflix right now. Cobra Kai season 6, part one. Like I said, they split it up into three parts, so we're gonna get the next five episodes on November 15th. It was on November 28th, but they moved it up. Probably because it's the weekend, it's Black Friday, NFL having games, college football. So it's like that was smart from Netflix to push it back a couple weeks so that everybody's full attention would be on watching Cobra Kai. So smart marketing move by them. But like I said, I really enjoyed this season, this season so far. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the next couple parts hold. Especially with like the fighters they chose to represent Miyagi-Do in the tournament and how they're going to fare against these other dojos out there, particularly Cobra Kai, who, as we all know. Um, and so that's what I'm looking forward to seeing the most, right? So just how they're going to do it and the fight scenes. And is Terry Silver going to come back? We don't know, right? Who's John Kreese? How is he walking around? Just freely, like a free man, like he just didn't go to jail. It's like so many questions you have about season six, but still great job. I loved it. Highly recommend you guys go see it and check it out now on Netflix. And we'll just have to wait a couple months for the next part, even though we don't want to do it. I don't like that Netflix splits their shows up like this. The parts they did it with the show, and then they did it with Stranger Things. So I guess it's like a new, you know, type of thing they're doing with their popular shows. They're splitting them up into parts, I guess, to create suspense for the next upcoming, you know, group of episodes, whatnot. Hey, you do what you gotta do, right? When you're streaming the biggest streaming giant in the world, you can do whatever you want, right? So, um, but I'll leave that to Netflix to decide. So, you guys check it out, Cobra Kai season 6, part one, streaming right now on Netflix. And let me know what you think in the comments.